everyone. Thanks for joining us. My name is Mercy Farinas, and I'm the stylist for Superhairpieces. And today we're going to be doing a class. We have an option that we give our clients to be able to go online, and you go to superhairpieces.com, and on there we have our complete selection of all our units. Our clientele base is all over the world, and a lot of clients would like to have their units cut to their specifications. So here at Superhairpieces, we do that for you. So you would go online, choose your base, choose your density, choose the style you'd like, the unit that you want to apply, and then if you want me to cut it down, then I could do that. You would choose the style that we have on the website. So today a client has chosen, this is what I see when I receive the order, 222, and that's that style right there in the book, 222. And so this order form, this client has requested 3 things to be done to this unit. The first thing that the client wants is to cut this space down to 5.5 by 9.5. Okay, so I've already done that. The next specification the client requested is that they want this cut style 222 on our website, which is that style you see right here. Okay, and then the third specification the client wanted was that this unit has a perimeter in the front that has no hair. It is empty lace. So I removed that also. So there are certain things that I can do for you on this side that you can request. And if you have any questions about things that I can do to your units and you're not sure, call in. They will answer all your questions, okay? So today I'm going to be cutting down this unit so you can be able to see how I do this. And if you want any details besides what we offer online, then when you make your order, there's a little area in the bottom that you can write specifically what you want me to do to your unit, okay? So today I'm going to start trimming this unit like I normally do with all the units that I get requests for. And so this is a 2.5-inch style. It says it online as well as when it's printed to me. And between 2.5. So when you have numbers like that, 2 is shorter, 2.5 is a little longer. Normally, the way it should be is the longer ones are in the front and the back, and the shorter ones would be on the sides. Why is that? Because the shorter ones have your hair to blend, and in the front and the back, in the front you have, usually it's a pompadour, or if it's the style that you chose, like this gentleman wants this look, which is longer in the front and more even around the sides, then I would do 2.5 in the front, 2 on the sides, and 2.5 in the back for blending, okay? So I'm going to do that now. I start in the back. I've already done my perimeter and lifted the hair that I'm going to cut for last. And I have a comb that has a measure on the spine. And this is what I use every time to cut exactly to my client's specifications. Okay, so as you can see how it starts to take the shape, longer in the front, shorter in the center, and longer in the back, using the specific measurements that the client requested online. Here's the last unit, shorter in the front, longer in the front, shorter on the sides, and connecting the lines. So now that my perimeter is done, super simple. Now the center blends with the rest. This would be, if I wanted to do, we can do 2 or 2.5. His front is longer, so I'm going to bring the 2.5 all the way across the top to give him that, almost like a pompadour look. That's the style he's chosen. Right now, we're only doing styles we have online. We don't do any styles so far or yet that aren't there, just to keep the specs perfect. In the future, we could expand the styles. I think we have like 12 styles. Do you know actually how many we have? I think like 12 or 13, something like that?
I believe that it's about that many, and
yeah.
you can always customize the specifications.
Right. So now we've done the front, the sides, and the back, and the center, and now we're going to just equal the whole haircut all the way around. So right now I'm just giving you the basic haircut, but for it to look really good, and not look so thick around the borders, then the last step would be to thin that perimeter to make it fit, to allow it to look better when it's on your head. Okay, this service is spectacular for people who cannot get to a salon, who are pretty good doing their own hair. There's nothing like sitting in someone's chair and getting the complete blend. There's nothing like that. Because if your stylist is a professional and you're in the chair, this stylist is blending the unit to yours. Okay? But what I do here is basically I would give you the haircut that you've chosen, and I would thin your perimeter, imagining that you're with me in the chair, and that's very helpful if you can't get to a salon or your stylist. So now this is the part that is essential, because as you can see, even though it's layered, you have a lot of volume all the way around. And you want the volume on top to style, but when it comes down to applying this on your head, you need to have less volume on the perimeter to blend into your own hair, okay? So then that's when I take my thinning shears and I work it around the perimeter. And right now I'm just focusing on the inch perimeter. Okay, let me turn it around this way. And I basically cut into it, thinning that whole perimeter unevenly, okay? Just getting rid of that thick line all the way around. See the difference between the one that I've done and the one that's going to happen? You can see through it more. It's more transparent, okay? Coming on this side, same thing. And there's many ways of thinning, many techniques, and there's different tools you could use for thinning, okay? And that just depends on the style you've chosen, and that's what would tell me what I needed to use, okay? For this style, he's pompadour back. So I thinned a little bit in the front, this is the back. And you can see how it's from thicker to thinner, gradually getting thinner as this hair touches the client's hair. And that's what you want, okay? For that unit to start to melt into the client's hair. So this would melt. This is the most is on the top, which that's normal, and then it starts to gradually disappear into the client's hair. Okay? And the front is a pompadour. I would tap a little bit on the perimeter. And then here and there to give him a little more lift on his top. All the units come with densities, and you'll be able to see and choose your appropriate density. So important for the density to be chosen right by you, the client, because there's only so much that I could do because you're not sitting in my chair. So before you order, learn the density chart. It explains what the densities, what the bases offer. Okay? If you have very thin hair on your sides, then do yourself a favor and order a thin unit. Because I can only thin so much. I can't go past that because then you won't be able to comb it. I have some clients that call and would like to be thinner than, if it's a thick density from the catalog, and then they want that style that they see, and they have very little hair on the sides, don't recommend it, because it will look almost like a little thinness on the sides, and then you'll have, even if I thin it a lot, you'll have still a lot of stubble and a lot of hair that you won't be able to eliminate, meaning the base is too thick. The hair that's attached to the base is too full. So learn your density. If you don't know your density, send us a picture. I'll tell you what density you are. And that way we can go appropriate to your style. Okay? and that's how I can cut it and let you know what can be done or what cannot be done. So basically that's it. It's already cut. The perimeters have been thinned. I've chopped a little bit into it on the top to give it a little more movement. And now I'm going to style. I like to use a little bit of leave-in conditioner, which is great. And then round brush. And as you can see that picture, he has all the hair going back, away from his forehead. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay. Now I'm going to blow dry. So as you can see, it's an all-back pompadour. Cut to the specifics that the client has requested. Thinned around the perimeter. And then when the client receives it, then they do the detail, meaning they would put it on and they would style it on their head, put a little water or conditioner if they'd like, just to bring down the puffiness a little bit. And after receiving this unit, if the client decides that they want something else done to it that I didn't do already, then the next one they order, then we can do that. They have the experience, they know what they want, and then we can get a little more into detail of fitting it where. The area where I thinned is the area that is usually thinned. If they want it more on the top, if they want more in the back, then that's their option. After they've received it, then the next one they order can be done that way, okay? And it's basically put in a box and sent to the client's house or wherever they requested.